everyone, welcome to the Ugly Gryphon Inn. Get yourself some ale, sit down, have some fun. But don't stink up the place or get violent because there's going to be trouble. This is a little solo Sunday game here from Button Side Games, designed by Scott Elms, who I am a fan of. I do also have the expansion collection, which comes with 4 expansions, which we won't get into. It's one of those little solo 18-card games. And in it, you have just a bunch of patrons that are going to be coming into the bar at the Ugly Gryphon Inn. And some of them are going to be going to stay overnight. It's nighttime. People are coming in. They're having fun. They're drinking, getting a little bit rowdy. While other people are trying to get sleep and not wanting to be disturbed by foul smells, drunken, rowdy people, violent people, loud people. And so, in the game, you have different characters like these goblins. They have symbols up here, stuff up here. These are your irks. These are the things that will annoy these patrons. So this goblin will be annoyed if his 2 siblings are in the inn with him. And if that happens, they will remind his brothers of a childhood brawl, and then that starts up again, and they just leave the inn. The other thing he dislikes is bad smells coming from the bar. So if there's 3 of these symbols in the bar, he's also going to get in the fight and leave. These symbols down here on the bottom are the quirks. This character likes eating food. He's going to, there's a food icon on it. There's food and there is beer, grog, and then these symbols here, there's 2 on this one. Most of them have just 1, and these are things that he's going to do. So this guy's going to get into fights. This guy, for instance, makes a lot of noise. This one, for instance, is very smelly. Or he's very smelly. I guess it's a he. Maybe it's a C. And there's different characters with different things. And what you need to do is by the time you go through this whole deck, you need to have at least 7 in the inn, in the rooms in the inn, having sleep. If you end up with more than 8 in the discard pile, you will lose because you will not be able to get 7 in the inn. And you can up the difficulty by deciding to do 8, 9, or 10 patrons in the inn. We'll stick with 7. So anyways, we can shuffle up the cards. I'm going to do the inn on this side because it's within my reach. And hopefully we'll be able to go this way. If we have to, we can do 2 rows or something. So first we're going to start is we're going to put 4 of these characters in the bar. Okay. So you got the Time Mage, C. Will not be happy if there's an equal amount of food and beer in the inn. And so cast a spell to amuse herself. If there's an equal amount of food and beer in the inn, which is the not the bar. Let's just put that. We got the inn and we got the bar. The drunken dwarf doesn't want more than 4 beer in the inn. So that's these symbols. If you have more than 4 in the inn, he's going to leave, or whatever it says. This clumsy wizard does not want to be at the top of the inn, and he dislikes foul smells. And this guy dislikes fighting, and does not want more food and beer in the inn. So I'm going to choose one of these to put up here, and see if they meet the condition. Let's just put the clumsy wizard. And he doesn't want to be at the top of the inn. He's not. He's on the bottom here. And he doesn't like smell. That symbol is if there's 3 or more of this symbol, they will get mad and they will leave or whatever it says. So we've done that. Basically, you're playing this in a couple of phases. The in phase, which is where you select the Patreon, put them in the in at the top, above any other ones that are here already. Then you start with the top one, working downward, look to see if the earth condition has been met or not, and then resolve it before moving on to the next one. Then you will do the bar phase where you will refill this back up to 4. And then you will check the quirks of the patrons. If a single quirk appears 3 times or more, all the patrons in the end that are sensitive to that will be irked. Quirks and irks, I like it. Now you only check the irks of the people that are in the inn, not at the bar. And they will not trigger their effect if another patron causes them to leave. So if 8 or more patrons have left the inn at any time, you will immediately lose the game. But if there's 7 or more in the inn, you win. Huzzah. So anyways, I'm going to refill this now. I'm bringing in another guy. And we're going to move someone up top. So it says if there's a noise directly above or below this room, they will not be happy. There is, but the symbol is, so I'm not going to put in there. This one, they don't like beers, but I'll put them here. So there's 2 beers now. So if there's 4 more beers, there is not. The smell is not present yet. And is not at the top of the inn. So we move on. I'm going to put the goblin triplet in the inn. He doesn't like smells, so that could be problematic. But still good. And we bring out the charitable giant. Okay, well, we do have 3 of these smell symbols, so we're going to go through these guys, and I'll do some eliminations here, unfortunately. Let me just make sure I'm doing that correctly. Yeah, so we're going to irk all these guys. So this guy does not like smells. So, says it reminds you of his brothers of childhood brawl. The old brawl starts again, and all the goblins in the end leave. The thing is, there is only 1 goblin here, so I don't know if it affects him necessarily. I guess we can discard him. And then this one's not affected by smell. This one does not like smell. So it says it will cast a brand new spell, and he will take the 3 patrons below him, shuffle them, and place them back in at random order. There is no one below him, so he's just going to, he's just going to stay there, I think. He doesn't get discarded. And again, I'm not sure about this one. I guess it says they leave, so he leaves. So let's see who's going to be next. Let's just put the charitable giant up there. It says there's 3 more beers in the inn or adjacent beer or food. He will not be happy, so we'll put him here. Oh, no, we don't want to do that because it will be 3 adjacent beers. So let's do this sleepy fellow, sleepy summoner. The noise directly above or below there is not, so I can put him here safely. I think we're okay. 4 more beer, no. He's not at the top. There's no smells. There's no noise. Okay, we're good. So then we can put in this guy, since there is not 3 adjacent beers or food. So it'll be okay to put him there. So he's okay. They're all still okay, as far as I know. And then we did this one out. Ooh, we got 3 sounds. So this guy does not like sound. You sleepwalk out of the inn, casting the spell. As he leaves, you will draw a card and add it to the bottom of the inn. Okay, so we're going to discard this one. We're going to sub these up, and we're going to draw a card and add it to the bottom of the inn. There is no noise effect on that one, so that's good. So then we can resolve this. This guy does not want more food and beer in the inn. There is not, so we can put him in here. That's fine. So we got 2 smells, we got fighting, we got 2 of the noise. Let's put this goblin triplet in here, the other triplet, second one. And he's not going to trigger anything. I think we're all good. Oh, I apologize, you can't see the cards in there. So let me just fix that. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 7, at least. I'll just put this here. So moving on, let's just see what we can do here. This one doesn't want more beer than food. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not going to work. It doesn't say if there's 3 or more beer in the bar. It's not going to be a problem. So I'll put him here for now. Oh, sorry. He's going to go underneath or above the goblin. Sorry. Getting a little bit confused. So we got 7 right now, so that's good. We'll bring in someone else, and he's now allowed. That doesn't affect anything. There's food directly above or below him in this room. There's not, so we're going to put him here. And there's nothing that's going to get triggered. Well, actually, there's 3 or more beer at the bar. No, that's not triggered. Okay, we got more food. We got the indecisive doppelganger. Fantastic. It says here if there's 4 more food in the inn. There's not going to be a problem right now, so we can put him there. I believe, if you go through this, there's no beer in the bar. There is. The wizard is at the top, he's not. And we don't have, it's not too smelly yet. 4 more beer in the inn. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, we do. So there's 4 more beer in the inn. I probably should have gotten rid of this one earlier. I apologize. It says the dwarf will leave. He goes out the window and lands on a patron waiting outside. We will remove the top card of the deck from the game. So he fell on that guy. I apologize, I missed that one. 3 or more beer adjacent or food that are adjacent. We do. Well, we do have 3 adjacent beer now. So we're going to get rid of this charitable giant. But he will pay for another patron stay, so we get to move a patron from the bar to the top of the inn and then continue resolving irks. So slide these ones down. Yeah, it's going to be like that. So we're going to move one of these guys to the top. Let's say this one. And then we continue resolving. So the sensitive hunter, there's more food than beer in the inn. There is not currently. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 beer, and 1, 2, 3. There's actually 4 food. They're okay. There's not more food than beer. We'll have to put a beer in here again. There's 3 goblins. There's not. If there is 3 or more beer in the bar, there's not. If there is food directly above or below this one, there is. So, then he's going to leave just quietly. And this one, there's beer directly above or below this room, which there's not. And we replace this one. I don't want, I want beer there, but at the same time I don't, because the nun is not going to be happy. But let's just see here. We got fighting symbol. Okay, nothing's going to get triggered there. We're going to put this one here. They only don't like it. There's no beer in the inn. And we get the last card. And I guess we get to do one more, but either way, well, we might have something here. We got free smelly ones. So let's just go for the smelly. This guy does not like smell. He's going to cast a brand new spell, and he's going to take 3 patrons below him, shuffle them back in a random order. So actually, we get to continue. Actually, it was just 1 below him, so he actually gets to stay here apparently. But this guy's going to go back in here, so there's that. So that's it for the smell, what I can tell. I think everything else is okay. There's beer in the inn. There is no beer above or below. There is 1, 2, 3 food. Doppelganger's not happy. He's going to save to someone else. We get to draw a card and put it in Doppelganger's room. And return them to the bottom of the deck. There's only 1 card in the deck. Put it here. It's food. There's no beer in the bar. That's fine. There's more food than beer in the inn. There is 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, this guy is not going to be happy. He abandons a rotten steak carcass, and anyone that is hurt by smells will leave too. So he's gone. So fantastic. We're boned now, I think. We do get to put someone else there. Put this guy. There's no food in the inn or too much noise. He won't be happy. And we get this guy. And, well, let me just double check something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We failed. So that's the game. We failed, unfortunately. It's a pretty cool game. It's very interesting. You gotta kind of manage everything. It's a pretty nice artwork. It's fun. I like it. Nice linen finish. That is the game. Comment, like, subscribe, and what you think. Did you enjoy your stay at the Gryphon Inn? We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.